Today's ETOUFEE, the theme you might as well say is like they got these figures right now, man. And we're gonna talk about a few figures, and we're gonna talk about, is it their downfall?
Talk about it.
Is it these niggas' downfall?
Well, yeah. I can already say
yes. Downfall.
Some motherfuckers are setting it up, and you just wonder, like, is it over for you?
It might be.
One code, one thing, one move, and that shit don't change. It's heard. Real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. Hey, it's only one code, one thing, one move, and that shit don't change. And it's heard. Real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things.
First up, we're gonna talk about Drizzy Drake.
I think, no, he's on this is a downward spiral, guys.
So Drake has been spiraling ever since the Kendrick beef. Ever since he lost that battle, we've seen Aubrey Unleashed.
Aubrey going crazy on the gram.
Aubrey Unhinged.
Aubrey Unhinged. And again, like, you can get on YouTube and look at people who have broken down the myriad of crazy things that have been just not the best looks for Drake since that battle, since not being able to just take the L. Take the L.
A lot of niggas bounce back from an L.
A lot of niggas after the L wound up bigger.
Right.
Jay-Z was bigger.
Right.
I mean, that's one of the strongest cases for it.
That's probably the strongest case, to be real with you.
Probably the only case when I think about it.
No, let me think. Who else?
What nigga lost the battle and came out way better?
NWA survived the Ice Cube.
Okay. No, they didn't.
Dre did. Easy would have.
Dre, yeah, all right. So Dre did, that's when he went with Aftermath.
But I'm just saying,
Death Row.
Easy would have, but life happened.
Nah, dog.
Let me think. Who after a battle?
He was trying to get Ice Cube back.
Let me think, because I got a lot of battles in my head. Let's think of the biggest battles. We got Eminem and MGK.
Did MGK come back?
Not in rap. He's coming back now, kind of, but nah, that's not a good example. We got.
Maybe niggas don't come back like that.
Not on top like that. Jay-Z's the only one. I can't think one nigga who lost
off a losing end.
Yeah, maybe niggas
T.I.
come back. T.I. came back?
It's Luda.
Luda got Tip, and Tip kept on trucking.
But that was a small one.
Still, I'm using it, bitch.
Okay.
That's what I'm about to say. That nigga reached all Fantastic Four.
Wayne has lost every battle he's ever been in. He has. And he's still Wayne.
Those battles.
I know. I'm reaching, bitch. I'm reaching.
I think these are all exceptions. Like, these are all, like, superstars.
If I get too many exceptions, then we got to start saying this is some shit. But I stand by. I'm going to say this. An L shouldn't end your career. It's rare that an L completely ends someone's career. You know what I mean?
Only one person that happened to that's the most prominent is Ja Rules.
And
it seems like it ends most guys' careers.
Depends on the level.
You don't pick it on top, but you don't.
Depends on the level of the L, because 50 beef with Fat Joe. Fat Joe career survived. He beefed with Jada and them.
Jada can survive.
Jada kind of got him on some shit. Just 50 was bigger, but right. Jada's disses were better. You know what I mean?
True that too.
50 survived the Kanye situation.
True that.
I guess it depends on who you are, your stature, your status, and really how you take it.
Oh wait, all right, I give it to you.
How you take
Drake,
it? Yeah.
Bounced back
from Pusha T.
From Pusha T.
Yep,
Pusha T.
He handled the Pusha T one much better than he's handling Kendrick, because he was too cocky with Kendrick. And
because Kendrick's a way bigger mega star than Pusha T, so them lyrics are all the way in Africa. Niggas in that bitch, they not like us, they like knuckles.
And the thing is, I stand by Drake, bro. Just go make some good music, bro. Go make an album, bro. You would have been better off than all this petty
Drake
shit.
With the melodies. Right. I don't like Drake when he act tough.
So Drake's biggest situation lately has been he's suing. Got to be one of the first times I've ever heard in my life.
That's his white side coming out.
That's what everybody's saying. He's going full Karen mode, where he's suing his distributor because he feels that UMG were unfairly backing Kendrick and boosting his numbers using artificial means. And he's put out a petition. Let's say the right way. He's put out a petition that could lead to a lawsuit if UMG doesn't provide whatever information. And one of the petitions was because he said they was putting up fake numbers. And the other petition was because they allowed Not Like Us to come out while it was saying defaming things about him in the song. Now everyone's looking at Drake like you fucking so-ass losing ass hypocrite. Because if you know that UMG was pushing the numbers for Not Like Us, you would only know that because they push yours. Mm-hmm. You can't be mad at the label doing what the label's supposed to do. Make money off the songs.
When they drop and give me 50, that shit was pushed like a motherfucker.
Push-Ups is the name of that joint, as well as Family Matters. They let that out. So how are you mad at them for allowing Not Like Us to come out? You felt like that had defaming lyrics. Meanwhile, you put out Family Matters, calling this man a wife beater, saying his woman was cheating on him and got pregnant by his best friend.
Yeah, and that he's getting extorted by his company.
This
and that he owes all type of money, and he's a woman.
You can't jump in the ring and get mad when you get knocked out and then go back and blame the people for letting you get in the ring.
Right. This is very, very childish. Like, this whole lawsuit is just 100% him coping.
Like,
coping really, really hard, and he just feels super embarrassed from just taking these fucking L's.
And people trying to give him no, Drake's doing it for the industry because, in the industry they've been doing it's harder for the little man to come up. Drake don't give a fuck.
He does not give a fuck about no little man.
Nigga ain't from here.
Now y'all are fucking coping now.
Bro, like, and they coping loud with that one. That man don't care about none of that.
Don't care about that shit.
He waited 6 months after Not Like Us came out to do this petition around the same time that Kendrick announces the Super Bowl. Like, come on.
He's been fucking stewing the whole time.
Pettiness. If this was about the little man albums ago,
right,
he would have made this proclamation that bots are afoot and some of these businesses are unfairly doing whatever. But at this point, the record label's doing what the record label does, and they've been doing it for you for generations at this point.
Right.
Nigga.
If he won the battle, it wouldn't be no talk about numbers. That would not be a discussion.
He ain't when he beat Meek and he didn't. We heard back to back everywhere. He wasn't saying, "Hey, look, man, we should look out for Meek. Man, I might be defaming Meek right now."
Back to back, I like that record.
Nope, he's just kicking and screaming right now.
Kicking and screaming. If you want to talk defamation, this is how we know it's not about. It's only about the fact that Not Like Us blew, and you're mad because it blew, and you feel like nobody can blow like that unless it's you.
Right?
Why did you come at him for Meet the Grams?
That's dog. And it's as simple as that.
That nigga came direct.
Meet the Grams is a way more defaming and worse song than Not Like Us. Funny enough, like, it's been broken down, and I've said this too. I got a viral thread happening because people mad, but bro, you can, like, the language that Kendrick used on Not Like Us, he didn't directly call Drake a pedophile. He said, Drake, I hear you like them young. Baca's got a weird case. Why is he around certified lover boy, certified pedophiles? He never said Drake is a.
Oh man, that's
but that is such
though.
a technicality.
That nigga put pedophile signatures on top of that nigga house and made it his album
If
cover.
you are, how did Young Thug get out? If you are a lawyer and you're trying to say that, because that's the thing, defamation is one of the hardest things to prove. So you have to prove that not only was this language specifically defaming, but that you specifically lost money from it. Drake ain't lost no money.
I get it. I get the ruling and the structure of it.
And
it's shit. You are indirectly calling niggas a pedophile.
And conjecture in a piece of art cannot be held onto a nigga. And that's
it's a rap battle.
And that's why people are also saying that if Drake was to make this lawsuit happen, and let's say if he was in some kind of magical way to win, even though every lawyer that I've been seeing break this shit down is like, it's too much conjecture. Like I said, if you go through the lyrics, indirect in the fuck, yeah, but indirect not a statement makes when you're talking about art.
I get it.
My son can say, I'm the character of K-Dot, talking about the character of Drake.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many ways that you can freaking flip conjecture as long as a nigga didn't say directly with unequivocally. Unequivocally. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, people have gone through, I was like, wow, there's a lot of ways you could dance around.
There is. It's just very convenient. And
the fact of the matter is, you were respected more if Drake, bro, you were doing the same. You decided to enter a battle because some people are saying that, no, let me finish my first point on the fact of you're fucking with freedom of speech. Because if you were to win that, now rappers can sue rappers for conjecture. Now fans can sue rappers for conjecture. Now you fucking up the art because all through hip hop, people gon' lie. Like, I mean, play with the truth, tell stories. But the moment that you're saying, well, unless you be absolutely truthful, I can sue.
That's more than a slippery
I'm
slope.
gonna start suing these niggas. For
That's a
being gangster.
precedent that no artist at all should ever want to be made. And just because you feeling salty from losing a battle, bro,
That could fuck up art in general,
bro.
That could trickle into fucking movies, painting,
bro, that's why I
poetry,
said
everything.
that messes with the freedom of speech in your art. If he was to ever even be able to make that stick, and they say, well, he's not suing Kendrick. It don't matter. Once a precedent is set that you could sue a company like that for
Right.
defamation,
Right.
it's up.
Right.
It's up.
We call that a slippery slope.
Come on. And then on top of that, bro, like, dude, you can't. They bring up the fact of, well, he's trying to say that he had a deal coming up because he just signed a $400 million deal. Then apparently he was in negotiations to make it a $600 or $700 million deal. So they had
numbers went down.
So they had reasons to set him up and make him look bad and not give him a better deal if he loses the battle. And I say this to that. One is that, D. Would you say?
Say that's hard to prove.
And two is this, bro. Let's say that was true. Let's give you that
Yeah, you
carrot.
gotta give that.
I don't believe that at all because again, Kendrick is also distributed. Y'all both are distributed by the same people. They would want you both to make as much money for them as possible.
Correct.
They wouldn't want to bet against either one of you.
They don't want to lose,
Right.
especially the two biggest stars.
Right? They want you both to make all the money that you can make. Why would they sabotage you when they can push? They pushed you both. You just lost, nigga.
Right.
Not Like Us was everywhere, nigga. You couldn't escape Not Like Us for a period of time. Once the kids got it, it was come on, bro. Sorry, you feel me? But let's say if you were right. Why would you decide to know you're going into negotiations that can be that tricky? Why did you decide to enter a battle, bro? You could have easily waited till your negotiations were over before you decide to enter that battle. So even more, you're whining like a bitch.
Thought he had what he had. That nigga thought he really thought he had a winning hand.
Yeah.
That boy saw his shit and went all in, and then lost. And let me tell you something, as a known addicted gambler of the past, I seen niggas bet it all and lose.
And he's a known gambler. Drake is a known
gambler.
Drake is a known gambler.
One time, I never forget this. I lost $800. I was hurt. I looked over at the nigga that I was playing with. That nigga bet his house. Lost that bitch. That boy like he was going to get that pistol in the car and blow his brains out.
Blow his brains out.
That nigga lost his family savings, dog. That boy
Yeah.
lost the house.
Yeah.
And I felt good.
What you was playing?
Roulette. I felt good because I was like,
Lord.
I ain't that nigga. That's why I was like, that boy lost his house. I lost $800. I'll jump back from that. But you, my good sir, you can't go home.
You can't go home.
You can't go home.
Can't go home.
No.
If I lose 50, I'm ready to fight.
Son.
Dog, you be ready to shoot somebody in that bitch. Roulette is the worst game to play, too. And that boy thought he was going to bet it all. Should have bet on black. That boy bet that shit. I'm going all in. And lost.
Lost it. Whew.
And dog, when you lost, you really start doing other things, dog. You start finding other ways to make it feel like it ain't your fault. You start blaming the people of the house. You start saying they cheating and shit.
Coping, yeah.
Cope.
And see,
Yeah.
that's what Drake doing, dog. That's the exact relation, dog.
Coming
This
up
nigga
with
bet
every
it all.
excuse.
Thought he had a winning hand. He was playing poker and thought he had a winning hand.
Right.
I'm like, bro, why would
He
you?
would have been smarter if he didn't think he had a winning hand. Like he'd have saw his hand and been like, I need to play a little bit more. That nigga thought he had a royal flush.
And
That
that's-
nigga thought he was gonna end this bitch quickly. Like, nigga, I got this shit. This nigga don't want it.
He thought Family Matters was gonna be the red button. He
Yeah.
thought it was gonna end all, be all.
thought that.
And Kendrick outmaneuvered him.
Nigga said, I got 5 + 5.
I'm never gonna believe that moment. Like, that was such a moment in hip hop. If you were like following this battle, and if you was awake at that moment when Family Matters dropped, and you like listening, you watching the video, because he dropped the video and the song at the same time, man. And you watching the video, you like, oh shit, all this shit he's saying about Kid. Are you
Right, it's like, whoa,
and the shit was
whoa.
catchy too. And you like, oh God, oh shit, damn. And then everybody talking about it online, and like 20 minutes later, Meet the Grams drops. 20 minutes later. And then you hear what Meet the Grams is.
That dark, evilly twisted mind fuck of eternity. Nigga battled all your inner conflicts and talked about your whole entire family.
Son, the first line, like I said when it first came out, is one of the most, I feel like should be one of the most infamous lines in battle beef history. This nigga, like you said, he wrote letters to each one of Drake's family members, his son, his moms, his dad, his alleged daughter, and to Drake. But the first verse was to Drake's son. And he says, "Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father." Nigga, I would want to personally fight a nigga.
Right, I gotta see you.
Right.
You write a letter to my kid, say their name outright, and tell them,
I'm sorry that.
And then go on for another freaking 20 bars. Break it down to my kid how I ain't shit.
Damn.
And the song was dark. It was haunting. Because you see, Drake dropped a bop. And honestly, Drake's bop sounded just like push-ups. It's just in a different form.
Right.
Kendrick was dropping every vibe that you can drop. Like Euphoria and Meet the Grams did not sound alike. Meet the Grams and 616 in LA did not sound alike. Not like us.
Like that was the very first one.
Like that, that's a feature still, that's not his song, you know what I'm saying? But like, so when Kendrick drops Meet the Grams 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, however many minutes later, if you're awake, it's like midnight, nigga. It's like 12:30 that shit drop, and everybody online like, they say Kendrick drop. And everybody like, what the fuck you talking about Kendrick drop? Like, it's almost like an impossibility in your head. Like, y'all lying.
Then he drops twice.
And here go the killer. So he drops Meet the Grams, right? We all know this. And the vibe of that song changed the vibe of the battle. Because again, once like Euphoria was kind of upbeat. And Euphoria is like fucking the Bible at this point because it called so much. But then when he dropped Family Matters, the beat's still fun.
Right.
It's still upbeat. Now, Family Matters has some dark shit in it. Don't get it twisted, especially by the end. It's dark. But it was like the starting of the darkness. But when he would Meet the Grams, like I said, all the air was sucked out the room. People are depressed. You don't know how to feel. And then the next day in the morning, he drops Not Like Us right after that.
Bop to be like,
and he gives you a bop.
Just changes
a bop
the
of
whole
all
channel.
bops at that.
He took you from the lowest vibe you vibrationally as you could have. Some people was like, I don't think I want to hear this beef no more. Like, it was so fucking like damning and dark and evil. It was haunting. Right. So like, he made the catchiest bop he could make, and all the people who thought he couldn't make bops, he proved them wrong. Then on the song, he's still spitting, he's still dissing, he's still making points. It's like, oh God.
Perfect contrast.
It was the perfect 1-2 punch in the matter of a contrast. And I don't think enough people understand the unconscious, like what really happened there. Like, that's what happened. He dropped, that was so purposefully and geniusly done. He knew what that song was going to do. It was an evil, dark, demented song.
It was a supreme mental game.
And then he knew the next day. He didn't even let it linger. The next day, he's like you said, back that back. I like that record. I'm going to get back to that for the record. And he did. He did Meet the Grams. He stepped on your release. Because if Family Matters could have had some more time, it might have. But no, he stepped on it.
No,
you didn't even want to hear Family Matters because you already heard Meet the Grams. Now Family Matters is null and void.
Nigga, right? Because nigga responded immediately. The response alone, the quick time on the response alone was having niggas like, damn, son, where'd you find this? Like, straight up had niggas like, dog, nigga, did you just have this in the can?
Never.
And Not Like Us, that bitch dropped.
Never has that ever been done in history for a nigga to drop that fast after a nigga drop a song on them. And then you can tell he had the shit ready because he even referenced Family Matters in the fucking song. Family Matters, what the line is, but the truth of the matter, I made whatever.
Family Matters and the truth of the matter.
Bruh,
guys playing the
show you the liar. He a fan. If Family Matters just dropped the day before, for you to mention Family Matters in the song that you dropped the next day after you dropped the song the previous day, and the songs you dropped the previous day was called Meet the Grams, which is also a play on Family Matters was a sitcom. Meet the Grams, Meet the Parents. That was a fucking well-known movie. So he knew you was like, and he told you in the previous song that he had moles in your organization. And then he proves it to you by when you drop Family Matters, he drops Meet the Grams.
A title that matches yours.
That matches yours. And then drops a song the next day that references yours and eats you up. He embarrassed you. That was like that was a time in hip hop that I'm never gonna fucking forget, dog. Like,
it was iconic, and I'm glad I was in it for
bro,
it.
Iconic.
That was the out of all the rap battles that we know about and seen. A lot of that shit gets a little one-noted. This shit was
It is the greatest rap battle at all time, and it's not recency bias. If you just look at the impact, if you look at the numbers, if you look at the facts, if you look at the number of songs.
It was like songs that were direct, not no subliminals.
The reason why Tupac and Biggie is number one is because niggas died. That's the only reason. Because Pac dropped one song, Big had 2 subliminals. That's it. It was the hype that makes that the most notorious, no pun intended, rap beef of all
It
time.
was the most commercial rap beef at the time too. Like
Niggas died. You can't top death. But when you get into like, even if you look at Jay-Z and Nas, they were sending little hidden shots for years, but when they actually battled, it was 3 songs. Takeover, Ether, Super Ugly, Ether 1. Nigga, in this beef, we had like 6 joints.
Yeah.
Dog, it's the greatest rap battle beef, and it's gonna go down like that for a long time. Drake, of all time.
Before you did this bitch shit,
he had respect.
Right, you was looking as a war. You fought a lot of niggas because you didn't fight just Kendrick. You slid against
Meek Mill, Pusha T, ASAP Rocky, Rick Ross. Like, dog,
Kanye.
Even though he lost, there was a ways you could have left this with respect, Drake. But you did not take the lick like a man. And the hard part 6, you was just whining on that bitch, sounding like a hoe. And every move you made after that has been.
Rapist, y'all. Stop believing what he said, y'all. I don't like kids. I know what adult age is.
And then you lied and said that you fed the information. So again,
gave y'all niggas
how on one song you said you fed Kendrick and them the information, and you gonna sue him over the information that you claim that you fed him?
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense, Aubrey. Come on, man. So
he's just embarrassed,
bro. So what's his trajectory right now? What you think is this the beginning of the end?
It looks like it.
I'll tell you this: if he don't drop this lawsuit, it will be.
This is a big hit on his credibility.
Yeah.
This is like, I don't know if he got the respect no more of the game of hip hop.
He can still recover, but you just got to drop some real, like I said before, bro. Like you got to drop some gangster shit.
You got to drop something fire, because that's the thing. So undeniable music will always save a problematic entity. I stand by likability politics trumps all.
Right.
If your motherfucker like you because of what you put out there, you will never be canceled.
Right.
That's how come so many heavily problematic people still exist and still make money out here. Because if there's enough people that like you, you can never be canceled. So, and again, and the thing is about this too, Drake is a pop artist. See, people get this fucked up. Kendrick was battling about who's the number 1 rapper. Kendrick won that. He wasn't trying to battle you to see who's the number 1 pop artist, even though by contrast, he's a bigger pop star since the battle.
Yeah, since then.
But he already had pop hits. People act like Kendrick was some lowly underground artist. No, Kendrick's last tour broke tour records.
It's just
Kendrick goes platinum every album. Kendrick has the most Grammy nominations and the most Grammys of any rapper. Besides Jigga, who I think has the most. He's the only rapper in history to win a Pulitzer Prize off of an album. Not off of some side book he wrote. He won it off his album. Like, this nigga ain't some chump nigga that Drake made famous. No, these are the 2 pillars. Like, the big 3 was him, J. Cole, and Kendrick of their generation, bro. So, of course, like, I hate when people act like, well, Kendrick needed Drake. No, the fuck he didn't. He was already Kendrick LaFucking-Mar. That battle was inevitable. They've been sending shots for a decade. They've been sending shots. This was going to happen with... Bro, since the Big Sean song, since Drake took control wrong, it ain't been happy over there for them too. Since he took that like a bitch. That man shouting out his peers in a hip hop way. Well, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Stop patting my weave and shit.
And then they just started, bro. So anyway, I don't think this is Drake's downfall. I think he's just in his feelings, so to speak. I think
you don't drop that lawsuit.
I don't think he's really going to keep the lawsuit. I think he's going to let that shit be, because, again, you're suing the people that distribute your music. That is dumb as fuck unless you have some plans to go independent. And your last few songs that you've put out, that 100 gig shit, nothing's been hitting the charts.
Nobody want to hear that shit.
So
we don't want to hear you say nigga no more.
You have a fan base. He still has a large fan base. He's still one of the hottest.
His black card, son. You can't come back from that, dog. He got to give it back to you.
He's still like the hottest streaming rapper, period, by proxy of his previous catalog. No. Still. It's like Spotify's number 1 rapper, still Drake, by proxy of his previous catalog. Because you know what I mean? People still listening to So Far Gone and Take Care and Nothing Was the Same. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he has hits for a generation, so he's still heavily streamed. But moving forward, if he don't put out something undeniable,
right,
he gonna just be that corny nigga, bro.
Yep.
And that would be a shitty way to end it.
He was doing corny shit, being all at the games and shit. at a Toronto game.
Yeah, you trying to me mug DeMar DeRozan.
Come on, man.
You still sending shots. It's like, bro, I feel like you better than this, Drake. Next
no, he
up.
not. He a bitch. Yeah, I said it.
Nothing to add.
There, buddy.
One code, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. It's heard. Real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. Hey, there's only one code, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. And it's heard. Real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things.